This thing is called a piano. Some of you may have heard of it. And we're going to be talking about the physics behind it today. Now, brief history about my relationship with this thing. I used to play it back in the day, but I eventually got bored with it and decided to see if there was anything else that I could do besides sit around and press keys on a giant piece of wood all day. But yeah, this is the internal layout of this piano right here. I know you got grand pianos, they look a lot different than these ones, but this is set up for this. Now, as you can tell, this thing is a string instrument. I don't know why it's called a keyboard instrument. Quite frankly, I don't know why anything's called a keyboard instrument, but it is classified as a keyboard instrument, but these are strings. Now, the biggest difference between this thing and, say, a guitar or a violin is that you can get creative on a guitar or violin and change the tensions on the strings, and that will add some, add some changes to I don't know, your play style. But as you can tell, based off of these are what you would use to change the tension. They're not really meant to be changed. As you can tell, these are pretty hard to turn. And to give you an idea of how much tension there is in each one of these strings, if you depress the undampening pedal, that's not what it's actually called. It's called the undampening pedal. If you depress that pedal, the one that makes everything echo, you can actually get a pretty light sound out of all the strings. Now, I don't know if the microphone on this thing that I'm recording with can pick up that sound, but screw it, let's try it anyways. So, did we get that? Did we? Nah, whatever. But as you can tell, that was whatever. Moving on. Now, these strings up here, they're the really high-pitched ones, have a hammer, but no dampener, which is these things right here. Now the layout of a piano goes this way, right? You got your hammer, which moves forward and strikes the string. Now that is essentially what makes the string vibrate, and that is what makes the piano play. And when you let go of the key, as you can see here, press down the key, hammer goes forward, hits the string, comes back, everything's going fine. I let go of it, dampener right here, as you can see, was back, now moves forward, catches the string while it's vibrating, and that cuts off the sound. These strings over here, since they're so short and held together with so much tension, you don't even need a dampener because they'll just immediately stop vibrating. Now, as we move down further, you'll notice that really that the diameter on the strings gets thicker and thicker to the point where it's just one string for the lowest, whereas the highest note on the piano was 3. This is simply because of the fact that if they just had one string for the high note and one string for the low note, nobody would be able to hear that. Now, apart from that, we go back. You can't really see this on this piano, but that's normally where the soundboard would be. That's what amplifies the noise coming out of the strings, and that's essentially what makes everything louder. Now Now, if we just set this thing down here and try a little something. I don't know if we can get a good angle on that. No, not working.
2,000 years later.
All right, we're moving on.